My name is Lori Mangum. I'm the content director at YesLouisville.com. I'm documenting my health journey to go skydiving. I'm not on a mission to make my body fit into anyone else's mold. I love my curves, but I do need to tame them a bit so that I can be a better me. Follow along at YesLouisville.com. Hi everybody. So update number 10? Yeah, I think it's update 10. So that means 9 weeks total, because the first update was before I started working out. So 9 weeks total at Baptist, and just trying to be more mindful of what I eat and kind of what I drink and all of that kind of stuff. And this week was kind of a week of big highs and big lows. So I'm going to start with the highs. I just really love the people at Baptist, and they're not paying me personally to say anything like this. They're not even paying for this to be said, period. Like, they straight up asked for a chance to be part of my journey and for me to just say what I think and how I feel along the way. Earlier this week, one night, I ran into Spencer, who you've heard me mention before. She does marketing and basically storytelling for Baptist, which there are a lot of really cool stories to tell. So she has a neat job. And she really believes in what she's talking about. Like, she had a personal fitness journey of her own, and has had some just incredible goal-crushing success. And like, she's had injuries recently, and kind of like keeps finding ways to work out around her injury and like solutions to help herself feel better when her knee is having trouble. Like, I'm impressed by her personally, just like who she is, and she's really fun to be around also. And I know you've heard me call her a cheerleader, and that's really what she's been for me. So I ran into her. She was lifting, and I was lifting, and kind of going back and forth between the different circuits of things that Taylor has designed for me this workout round. And so, of course, she's like really friendly all the time, and she was off the clock, like she was there working out on her own. And so, like, no obligation to say anything, to do anything. But she did anyways. And one of the first things she said was like, I don't see you all the time, and I really see things changing. And I know it's not, these crazy, magnificent differences yet, because I'm down just like 11 pounds, so I'm kind of hovering right there at the moment. And part of that's because I haven't been able to get there as much as I wanted to this week. And I made some other choices that I shouldn't have been able to get to that. But since I don't see her all the time, that meant a lot, because she has no reason to say it if it's not true. And I thanked her, and I told her that meant a lot to me. But I think she probably could also sense a little bit of my, I see myself every day, so maybe I don't really notice it kind of hesitation. And so after the fact that night, she messaged me a before and after mashup photo that she had created. Like, I took a selfie at the gym that night in the mirror, and I posted it because it felt good to have somebody say that you could see differences. And I believed her, so I really do see differences, but they feel small to me, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not that I don't see them, it's just that they feel small. And so she sent me this picture. I'm going to put it in the post too, so you can like see it better, because this is, the phone in the video. Can't see it super well. But anyways, there are some differences in my face, in my ankles, like hip area, just general, like, it felt good. It felt good to see that. And I was like, dang. So like, what felt little, she showed me was significant. And I guess, because what I'm saying is, thank you, Spencer, for giving me permission to celebrate things that might technically be little on the spectrum, but that really are big, because like any kind of progress is still big, right? So thank you to Spencer. And everybody else at Baptist. I had a fun run-in. There's another trainer there. I see him, working really hard with clients all the time. And they're all so friendly. So everybody says hi, and we recognize each other, obviously, because we are there so often. But his name is Bryce, and he's always so, like, I observe him being so patient with other people. Like, he has a pretty diverse client base. I've seen him working with older people. I've seen him working with, younger guys that, you can tell are goal hunting, but there's no trainer there that I ever see doing any of the typical, like, reality television, screaming at people or shaming people or pushing people past what their body is saying is their limit at that moment. They listen, and like, you can tell that they really just want to be your partner. Like, they're not trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to say, other than you can tell they're quality people who just really love what they do, and they get to help take care of other people. And I think that's really what it's about there at Milestone. It's just about the people, So don't let the Baptist Health in the title make you think that it's like a Medi Spa or some kind of rehab that's just for, people who have huge budgets and people who, are at a certain status in life or whatever. It's a really beautifully blended place with lots of different kinds of people, and everybody there just gets treated really, really well. And I love that. So thank you to Spencer. Bryce, the reason that I brought him up, I ran into him last night at the Bourbon by the Bridge event benefiting Casa River Region, which is a charity that I personally love, and that we love at Yes Louisville. We've had a chance to talk with some of their staff members, and they've been so great, sharing their story, and what they do is with kids. It's just incredible. There are kids living in the foster care system, actually multiple thousands of kids living in Kentucky's foster care system at any given moment. And those kids just are kind of trapped in something that wasn't their choice and fault. And CASA trains and empowers volunteers to give these kids a voice in the legal system, in the places that they're living, whether it's a foster home or sometimes a residential facility. They educate them, and they help them understand their rights, and they speak up for them. And I think maybe sometimes more importantly than all that, they just listen to them. They treat them like they're a human that matters, or not just on a ride that they can't get off. So it's a really cool event. And I was just like moving through the crowd, and we recognized each other, and I said hello, and he said hello, and I introduced myself because I'd never done that before, and he did the same, and I said good to see you. And so it was just like an example of that Milestone community outside of the gym, because I'm the first to say that I am not like a social exerciser. I go there with a purpose. I don't want to spend 8 hours accomplishing that purpose. I want to get home. I want to get on to other things. I'm pretty much always have headphones in, and I'm either watching, Netflix or Hulu or something while I'm on a machine, or I'm listening to music when I'm lifting and doing other things. By the way, do not watch The Handmaid's Tale while on an exercise machine, because you will get so wrapped up in it and emotional that you will forget that you are on an exercise machine, and you might trip and embarrass yourself, which I did. Or worse, you might start crying on the arc machine and really embarrass yourself, because that happened too. And the lady next to me definitely thought I was either A, having the most amazing workout there ever was and like getting super emotional about it, or like killing myself and concerned for me. So don't watch The Handmaid's Tale when you're at the gym. It's not a good idea. Save that for when you're by yourself and you're at home and nobody can hear the things that you yell at the TV or catch you crying. So anyway, side note. But yeah, so Baptist is a really cool community, and I love being a part of it. And everybody who works there that I have encountered, Johanna, Taylor, Spencer, Bryce, Brandon Howard, all of the people that I have met so far and that I know who work there are just, they're just real, and they're in it for the right reason, and I like them. So check it out. They do free tours, so you can go to their website, which I will make possible through a link in this article. So click on their logo below, and you can just sign up for a tour, and they'll take you around and show you just everything that they have, which is a little overwhelming at first because they have so much. But the reason they have so much is because they want there to be something for everybody, and that's how you accomplish that. You offer everything that you can. So that was the high. Those were all highs this week. That's a lot of highs. And I did have one low. I told you last week about gut yuckiness and like needing to do research about gut health. I did. I lowered my dairy a little bit. I upped my green stuff a little bit. I tried to up the water to another level this week. So now I'm at like 3/4 of my body weight in ounces a day. I'm working up to the whole body weight in ounces a day, but I just really hate waking up all night long having to pee. So I'm easing still into that goal. So all those things went better. I felt so much better. My gut was feeling a lot better. I mean, I can't understate how much better it was feeling this week, which made me really happy. And then last night after the Bourbon at the Bridge event, which I maybe enjoyed a tiny bit too much, so good, I had just like this intense White Castle craving, and they're really too close to my house, which makes it difficult to ignore that craving. And I also had a free combo coupon, like not a discount, a totally free combo coupon. So those powers combined resulted in me going to White Castle. And let me tell you, I have paid and am continuing to pay for that. My body has gotten used to better things. And it was like, no ma'am, we are not doing this. It's awful. Don't do it. So, I don't know, that made me like, ugh. And realized that, even though I have been doing kind of all things in moderation, that hasn't included fast food, really. Except for like twice. This is one of those times, and it's just not gonna work. So, love it or hate it, crave it or not, I have to say no, I think, to White Castle. Permanently, maybe. I don't know. There might be some poor decision making at another time. But I'm going to try to resist that craving in the future because it hurt real bad. So I guess my body is saying, like, you've been giving us what we want, and you need to keep it on that train in moderation with, good stuff that you love to eat, but none of that crap, none of that, it's not food. Like, that's basically what I felt my body telling me, like, this is not food. Like, this is gonna taste good for 5 seconds, and then you're gonna realize painfully that this is not food. So, highs and lows, big successes, Love Baptist milestone, Lori can't eat White Castle. It's sad, but it's true. So, have a great week, and sorry this was a long one, but hopefully somebody else gets something out of it. And go check out Baptist. Take a tour with Spencer. Tell her I sent you.